guys, it is your boy back bringing us a brand new video here today, and today obviously it's a really nice day, guys. You can see the sun out there. It's kind of, I actually really like this lighting. I'm not gonna lie, this lighting's pretty nice. Really brings out how disgusting my hair looks. I haven't had a haircut in a really long time. But besides that, a very nice day outside. But besides the fact that it's a nice day, we have something to talk about. If you guys haven't heard on Twitter, Nadeshot has actually announced that he will be taking a break from competitive Call of Duty, and this kind of blew everything up. And I don't really know what's going to be in the background. Probably just some gameplay of some Advanced Warfare. I don't really know what, but this is going to be mainly about the commentary. And a lot of people have been throwing around the whole, obviously someone replacing Nadeshot is kind of crazy, because we haven't had anyone really replace Nadeshot since Black Ops 2, and he's been on that team ever since. He had Scump leaving for like 2 weeks and came back, so he still technically left the team. Nadeshot's the only player on that OpTic Gaming team who's been on there and who's stayed on there ever since he got picked up. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy to really look at it and think that he's finally retired. And I don't really, okay, so I'll give you guys my opinion on it, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Because I know he's a very big inspiration for a lot of esports players and people who try to make it big. I'm pretty sure for everyone, at least at some point, he's a pretty big inspiration, because he is the dream, the goal. You try and get to where Nadeshot's at. But yeah, essentially going through with this, Nadeshot decided that it was in his best interest to take a break, and as you heard from Rambo and Big Timer, taking a break means not coming back to play ever. And it's a pretty big concern for a lot of players, because a lot of players are thinking that because Nadeshot is leaving and retiring, that competitive Call of Duty is going to go downhill. And while that may be true, and I think that's definitely a possibility that the views in some tournaments might be a bit less, I don't really know what's going to happen. All I know is that someone's replacing Nadeshot on OpTic Gaming, and whoever that is going to have a big role, because now people don't really have someone to blame. Back then, because Nadeshot was the biggest player on OpTic, they would just blame him because he obviously had the most fans and at the same time the most haters. And you're definitely going to see those hashtag better with Nadeshot whenever OpTic loses a map. That's going to happen 100% of the time. Do I think he should have retired? No. Or taking a break. He'll probably come back at some point, but they can't just kick off a player. Oh, Nadeshot's coming back. Just kick off another player. That's never going to work, because that's not fair. And Hex would never do that to one of his players. So it would have to be a situation where they're already thinking on dropping a player and picking up Nadeshot again, like they did with Rambo back at FragCop 4 and Black Ops 2. Now, again, do I think he should retire? No. I don't really understand why he needs to retire. A big part of his video, he was saying how he doesn't want to have to click select on his scoreboard or back on his scoreboard and see that he's last all the time, right? And because, Crimson, Scump, and Formal just destroying, and whenever they'd actually, and that wasn't really a problem for him when he was winning, but whenever he lost, he knew that all the blame is going to go to him. Not necessarily from the haters or the fans or anything, but from his actual teammates, and he felt like he was holding his team back. Now, whether or not that's his true motive as to why he's retiring, that's up to him, and we can't really control him. Obviously, he's got a lot to bear on his shoulders. He's the biggest esports player in the world. Regardless of what game you play, he's the biggest in the world, at least in terms of following and in terms of presence. And it's kind of crazy to see that he's taking a step down. It's crazy to think that we've come so far, and will we take a step back? Who knows? Will a lot of those Nadeshot fans, go into the other devs, maybe follow Scump, maybe follow other players of OpTic, maybe other teams in general, maybe other esports. They might just leave CoD because they don't feel like there's no one else to support besides Nadeshot. I mean, personally, obviously, I'm an esports advocate. I love esports, and especially Call of Duty, and I will continue to be in the scene. Now, what does that mean for the future of OpTic Gaming? We're going to actually know the 4th tonight. So today, make sure to keep your eyes peeled on Twitter. That's twitter.com/@OpTicGaming. Or just OpTic Gaming, but their ad is OpTic Gaming, and you'll find out their 4th later tonight. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Winning the past 3 out of 5 tournaments and then deciding that it's in your best interest to retire is kind of weird. I don't really understand where the mentality is for that, but I don't know. I can't really say for sure. I wasn't in his shoes, but to finally start seeing success and then to retire doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, if he would have retired when Scump went to Envy and there was that whole clusterfuck of Envy rosters and OpTic rosters and just roster mania back at UMG Philly in 2014, then I can understand it a little bit more, because there's like, oh, well, fuck, well, I might as well just retire because there's nothing else I can do. I can't win. But as soon as he starts winning 3 in a row and barely losing the first tournament and barely losing the latest one, you know, losing to the first and third place team, to just kind of retire and kind of stop that momentum that OpTic Gaming is known for. And you know, they could easily won all the other events in the season. I don't think there's a problem with that. I think this team meshed really well together, and you know, you have 2 really smart players in Formal and Crim 6. Sorry, not Formal, but Nadeshot and Crim 6, and then just 2 slaying monsters in Formal and Scump. And you know, Crim 6 can jump on that slaying department too, and then Nadeshot, you know, and Crim both do very well as an SMG. That was a really good squad. I don't really know why they had to really give it up. Now I can't really say anything for sure. All I know is Nadeshot was a big inspiration to a lot of us, to me especially. You know, what he's done for a community is insane. It kind of sucks he's got to step down and kind of hinder the growth just a bit. And you know, you could argue that it doesn't, but you know, a lot of people are not going to watch, which is kind of sad. It kind of sucks, but a lot of people won't watch because Nadeshot's not there, which is, you know, sad as an esports player and spectator and just someone in the scene to have it die based on one person not playing. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you again, Nadeshot. You've done a lot for our community, and I hope you find what's best for you in the coming months and years. That's it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It's been your boy, Vibrant, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.